2 a.m. on August 15th. Wisła National Stadium in Poland. It will be hotter than ever. This place, Real Madrid and Atalanta will go into the match to start the new European season. European Super Level 2.0. To put it more simply, it's the playground of champions. About Real Madrid, they're still showing their own qualities and their own genetic code. In the Champions League last season, they have beaten strong candidates like Manchester City, Madrid Bar and finally Borussia Dortmund, while Atalanta is not inferior either. Through a forest, horny opponents at the lower play, the Europa League, Sporting Liverpool, Maxi and above all, Atalanta. It was the only team this season to beat the Barcelona cushion. Just like that, 2 champions last season in 2 European competitions, going to VA Sapa to attend the European Super Cup match 2024, determined to bring the trophy back to his team. Maybe what's under the grave? I'm using my full attention now. It's Kylian Mbappe'S first team ability. Simply because of the style of Kylian Kaladi. I usually don't like big changes, with a framework that just helped him, reaping the glory in Silver SAO. Accordingly, he used to keep the Champions League for the European Super Cup ranking in 2014 and 2.022 that if so then the Varinga 3T kit, Rodrigo and Vinicius will be retained by Real Madrid. In accordance with Ancelotti's intentions for the upcoming match, Mbappe will also play a temporary reserve role. This decision is also well-founded because Mbappe had not previously attended the summer tournament tour and just joined forces with his teammates. He is scheduled to retire after 2.024 euro, but because of the training, Real Madrid offer a training plan to help the French striker get in shape even on vacation. And it seems Mbappe, he did very well as soon as he returned to the free zone, Real Madrid's headquarters, with the most prolific state, and that's why Mecca. On Monday, it was revealed that Mbappe, instead of sitting on the bench, will also start from the beginning in the forbidden striker position. This is also the desire of many Marinista, because the desire to see Mbappe's great performance. Official match for Real Madrid, when they've waited and waited too long. The opposite of the striker. France is also eager to show its ability in a new shirt color, while Real Madrid are very comfortable. When Ancelotti has so many great choices, then there's the Atalanta line, which has been underestimated, and now they're still under siege. Randy's team, Euro Gaspers, were dealing with a lot of positive information ahead of the European Super Cup. In terms of force, unlucky Atalanta do SAO when kicking friends, but to the main striker, Gianluca Scamacca has a ruptured anterior cruciate ligament. It means that the striker's upcoming season, it seems to be completely closed. This forces the Atalanta to rush. Take about Matteo Retegui from Renoa to fight the fire and high ability. Will participate in the European Super Cup competition. It was a contract that Atalanta had just borrowed from Galatasaray. Nicolas Niolo is not cheap. 6.5 million euros for a season. And in a friendly match against Parma in early August, Nicolas Niolo just made his fan debut 30 minutes ago. You can't celebrate when you've got a tendon injury in your left leg. It was the pain that made me say goodbye. With 2.024 euro, losing someone is hard. Atalanta is more miserable over here when looking for the Italian Cupman pillar, Rebel Ball, to try to move to Juventus this summer. Not clear. Coach Gasperini has put aside the feud to believe in a Mannequin Cup or not, but clearly Atalanta. There is no good preparation before the Great War in Europe. Real Madrid sacrificed a whole season. Let Superinger move the left position of Forte by putting you at the top of the line. I don't know how terrible it is. About the Real Madrid squad, how will it be if Zumelium is returned to the quarterback? And right in front of you is Kylian Mbappe. Atalanta will have to go to work. How to use a team to fight back the heavy damage of Real Madrid. With Real Madrid, then here, it's time for Ancelotti to use the diagram for BABA familiar. Inwood mold most likely will still use Thibaut Courtois to ensure safety. With the experience of the 32-year-old goalkeeper, guard general is likely to include Mandy Rodiger, Nalateo and Cavaham. Meanwhile, BA quarterback kit with the participation of Luchao. The 39-year-old will take a deep dive. Support for 2 midfielders playing high. That's Felico, Vavad and Withdraw Banger. The last 3 pieces cost almost 500 million euros. Real Madrid owns it. We will go to the main stadium together. Viningun left, Rotrio right and Evave collect. Look, general set of 11-star SAO luxury. In hand Califano Ryrie. I don't really see any holes in the theory. in the opposite direction of Gianpiero Gasperini. I had to risk Rice with diagram BA4 to a defensive priority of Italian football. Muso Orgi goalkeeper will still be the choice. And the next central defender's deck will most likely be Olasalak, Iraq Hang and Biratim City. In the midfield, Mart Ruggiai and Dami Dazabakusta. There will be two runners, while Edson and the run. He will continue to play a central role. Right then Andermola Lubman and after De Gliter. There will be two. Support for rookie Matteo Retegui to find their way to Real Madrid. The chassis of Atalanta General look also stable. But to win, they'll have to wait for 200%. Plus a little luck. Through a series of summer friendlies, Real Madrid have 50% wins and Atalanta have 0%. It's not surprising that the Lancos class highlight the formation trade policy, while Atalanta, there are too many problems to solve. About the history of confrontation, Real Madrid have met Atalanta twice, and they've won against this opponent in Zone 1-8. Since then, Gasperini has remained in office. Real Madrid have changed their coach, from Zidane to Ancelotti, but the glory of Real Madrid is not lost. Instead, it shines even more brightly. Team owner, the Bernabeu is now even more powerful than its predecessor. They won the Champions League 2024. There was the arrival of Kylian Mbappe, born in '98. Despite a nose injury from 2.024 but you moved to Brait Matriz. And it didn't touch Mbappe. The process of physical recovery. In other words, Ancelotti will not be able to turn a blind eye. Mbappe's desire to contribute in the new season. Prestigious title, club level, that's what Mbappe still lacks. In your career, at such a ripe age as now, to the top of Europe after just one match, that's enough for Mbappe. Satisfy somewhat extreme etching titles before you dream of a Champions League. Not to mention winning the European Super Cup. Real Madrid will almost always be in reverse. 2024 FIFA World Cup titles added to turn them again, to be the greatest club in the world. And Mbappe would almost drown in new glory with Real Madrid. As long as you play to your own skill. And also don't forget Zuppa Lenger Vining Serious YouTube. I can't close my eyes. As well as letting Mbappe shine alone. All three are on the short list of candidates. Golden Balls 2.024 and the story of scoring in the European Super Cup will make them more appreciated on every vote. That's the story of the end of the year ahead of us. Real Madrid players will join forces, for the only goal is to beat Atalanta at Barca. A war between power, disparity and indomitable trust and victory. Latia is worse than Los Lancos. But the AI also knows they've won the Europa League, and once knocked down the Belf cushion. It's not easy to get that title. There is only one glory. It will be brought back to La Liga or Serie A. Let's wait and see. I'll be proud of the tournament they represent. In the European Super Cup 2024,